How incredible Xiao Xian was and how epic his appearance in the heavenly tomb turned out to be. He dealt with the two saints of the Han clan in such a spectacular way. During his lifetime, Xiao Xian had reached the peak of the 9-star Do Sheng level, just one step away from Do Di. You might be wondering what promise he was talking about to Gu Suner and the other members of the Gu clan, the one the Gu clan hadn't fully kept. Before Xiao Xian gathered all his bloodline in an attempt to break through to the level of a god, he made an agreement with Gu Yuan. It was a pact that, in case of failure, the Gu clan would protect the Xiao clan. Yet, thousands of years later, the Xiao clan didn't even have any high-level techniques left. Once one of the greatest among the 8 ancient clans, it had fallen to such a miserable state. Now, it was Xiao Yan who would lead the clan back to glory. We also noticed that the appearance of Saint Xiao Xian looked somewhat different from a regular Do Zun. For instance, that ring of light behind his back was more reminiscent of Yao Lao's. This meeting between Xiao Yan and his ancestor Xiao Xian would prove to be destiny-shaping. One of the most important events, the transfer of the divine Do Di bloodline, took place. Xiao Yan also learned much about the Xiao clan's past and the events of ancient times. Xiao Xian had gathered all the remaining divine bloodline and intended to pass it on to Xiao Yan. Xiao Yan entered the blood pool. The remnants of Xiao Xian's bloodline were entrusted to him, the last hope for the clan's revival. As soon as Xiao Yan's feet touched the water, his body began to change. An intense pain burst through him. His blood began to boil, and a torrent of energy surged inside, pushing out his regular blood. This was the beginning of the bloodline transformation process, a painful and dangerous path. The power of the bloodline first needed to completely replace the ordinary blood. Only then would it start merging into his body. This was the first step of the inheritance. The transformation of the bloodline, Xiao Xian calmly explained. Despite the unbearable pain and exhaustion, Xiao Yan clenched his teeth and continued to absorb the power. Then, after 20 days, the surface of the blood pool stirred. This marked the completion of the first stage. The Xiao clan's bloodline had accepted its new host. Xiao Xian activated several seals and directed a bloody light into the pool. The energy sealed for centuries began to awaken. A special liquid, a condensed form of pure bloodline energy, separated from the rest of the water and was slowly absorbed into Xiao Yan's body. Another month passed. During this time, Xiao Yan steadily absorbed the energy from the pool. His body strengthened, and his aura became more powerful. Time passed, and the vast energy within the pool gradually disappeared under Xiao Yan's efforts. As Xiao Yan was about to finish absorbing the Xiao clan bloodline in the heavenly tomb, an unexpected power suddenly intervened. Xiao Xian and Gu Suner stared in shock at the purple gold light. From Xiao Yan, they sensed a noble and mysterious aura. It was the Dragon Phoenix bloodline. Xiao Xian never imagined something like this had been hidden inside Xiao Yan's body. The Dragon Phoenix was a mysterious creature that possessed both the ancient Void Dragon and ancient Heavenly Phoenix bloodlines, a true ruler among magical beasts. It had only appeared a few times in all of history. Even Xiao Xian had never seen one personally. This powerful Dragon Phoenix bloodline clashed with the Xiao clan bloodline being integrated into Xiao Yan. If nothing was done, the Dragon Phoenix bloodline would prevent the Xiao bloodline from merging with his body, leading to a painful death. Xiao Xian turned to Suner. It was well known that the bloodlines of two ancient clans were extremely difficult to merge. Xiao Xian had once tried it himself. The two mighty bloodlines refused to coexist. However, the Dragon Phoenix bloodline, while powerful, was still inferior to the divine bloodline. If used as a bridge, it could serve as a catalyst for the fusion between the Xiao and Gu bloodlines. Moreover, the process might even eliminate negative consequences from within the bloodline. To think that such a fusion could happen, two divine bloodlines existing in one body. Gu Suner was shocked by Xiao Xian's words. In every ancient clan, bloodline power was considered the greatest secret, and no clan would ever allow an outsider to possess it. As two divine bloodlines, each would naturally resist the other. It was practically impossible to merge them. Forcing the fusion could lead to devastating consequences. Yet now, there was a unique opportunity. Suner looked at Xiao Yan. He was still sitting there with his eyes closed. The probability of success was 80%. Gu Suner responded, "Then I will do as you say." If it weren't for Xiao Yan, she would never have taken such a risk. She formed several hand seals, and finally, a few drops of fresh blood fell from her palm into the blood pool. She offered a portion of her purest bloodline, a risk that allowed Xiao Yan to acquire a part of the Gu clan's power. She only gave a little, but it would take nearly 2 years of cultivation for her to restore that bloodline. Xiao Xian took over the process. With the word transformation, the blood pool began to rotate rapidly. Golden light flowed into Xiao Yan's body. The sphere of Suner's blood collided with Xiao Yan's chest, and immediately, all the blood was absorbed into him. Bloody symbols appeared all over his skin, and his body began to tremble. The two divine bloodlines began to erode each other, engaging in a brutal internal battle. It seemed they wouldn't stop until one destroyed the other. While the two divine bloodlines, Gu and Xiao, fought, the Dragon Phoenix bloodline suddenly unleashed its full might. A dragon's roar and a phoenix's cry echoed out. The Dragon Phoenix bloodline intervened in the clash between the two divine lineages, acting as a third party. Under Xiao Xian's precise control, the three bloodlines began to merge. They transformed into 3 different colored blood essences and started showing signs of fusion. The process was extremely slow. Nearly a whole month passed. Finally, the rotation of the blood stopped. A mysterious purple-red sphere emerged. It was an entirely new bloodline, one that contained both divine bloodlines and the Dragon Phoenix bloodline. Luckily, Xiao Yan didn't explode from such experimentation. But thanks to Xiao Xian's control, everything succeeded. After a year and a half, he finished absorbing the divine bloodline. What level did he reach? When he met Xiao Xian, he had been at the 6-star Do Zun level. Now, Xiao Xian and Gu Suner sensed an overwhelming energy within him, one that was growing rapidly. Late stage 6-star, 7th star, peak 7th, 8th. Xiao Xian and Suner felt the continuous rise of his aura, with no sign of stopping. 9th star already. In less than 10 minutes, Xiao Yan's aura had risen from 6th to 9th star, and it was still climbing. But there was a major concern. If his aura stopped here, his chances of advancing to Saint would drop significantly. In other words, relying on external power prevents one from ever reaching the Saint level. Xiao Xian was worried. Xiao Yan had already reached the peak of 9-star Do Zun. If this continued, he might be stuck there forever. If he couldn't resist the overwhelming power, all his growth would come to nothing. Losing oneself in rapid power gain meant abandoning future breakthroughs. Fortunately, Xiao Yan didn't lose his head in the surge of power. In that moment, his aura abruptly dropped, falling back to 6-star Do Zun. But this new 6th star was incomparable to what it had been before. Same level, vastly different strength. Xiao Yan had significantly condensed the new power. Then the same process repeated. His power fell from the 9th to the 6th star 2 more times. Now, fully under his control, his growth became much slower. 6th star, 7th star, 8th star. His aura slowly climbed until it finally stopped at peak 8-star Do Zun. He had grown 2 levels, but this growth was now completely his own and wouldn't affect his future advancement. Xiao Yan had chosen a much better path for long-term progress. This absorption of the divine bloodline of the Xiao clan would play a critical role in his future. However, absorbing the 4 bloodlines didn't mean he had received their full versions. Both Gu Suner and the Dragon Tribe had only given him fragments, small parts of their bloodlines. What did that mean? Xiao Xian wiped cold sweat from his forehead. He explained that the bloodline had merged with his body successfully, but only contained tiny parts of the Gu clan and Dragon Phoenix bloodlines. The new bloodline wouldn't spread through his body immediately. Inside him, a seed of the fused bloodline had formed. It needed to be stored within his heart, slowly regenerating on its own. Once it matured, his chances of breaking through to Saint, or even God, would no longer be slim. Though the amount was small, it could be considered a seed. And now that it was planted, all that remained was to wait until it grew into a real tree, one that would shake the entire Do Qi continent. Now that Xiao Yan's bloodline issue was fully resolved, Xiao Xian could no longer help him. The rest depended solely on the boy himself. Gu Suner didn't waste time either. She trained in Xiao Xian's tomb, where the energy density was at its peak. She not only recovered the bloodline she had given but greatly increased her strength. Xiao Yan was now at 8-star Do Zun. That's real power. Now enemies like Hunya and Hun Li could do nothing against him. It even seemed that General Gu Yao, if a new fight occurred, would be defeated within minutes. When Xiao Yan regained consciousness after absorbing the bloodline, 2 violet-red beams of light shot from his eyes. He exhaled deeply, feeling an unmatched ocean of Do Qi within him. He was truly overjoyed. His powerful aura surged outward without restraint. Gu Suner congratulated him. Peak 8-star Do Zun. Now he truly stood shoulder to shoulder with the young geniuses of the Gu clan. Xiao Yan, of course, thanked his ancestor Xiao Xian, kneeling before him. Xiao Xian now looked much older, having passed on his bloodline. But he was satisfied. The Xiao clan finally had a chance for revival. Waiting in the tomb all these years had not been in vain. Because this was the most important thing. If Xiao Yan someday reached the level of a god, the lost bloodline in the Xiao clan would be reborn, even stronger than before. That had been Xiao Xian's plan all along. The ancestor also warned Xiao Yan to be cautious of the Han clan. In the past, the Xiao clan had faced them and could only match them even during its peak. Although the Xiao clan was once the strongest among the 8 ancient clans, the Han clan was slightly stronger than even the Gu clan. Suner knew the Gu clan's strength, having witnessed its victories over the Han clan. So it was hard for her to accept that her clan might be weaker. But Xiao Xian was certain. The Gu clan was powerful, but the Han clan remained unpredictable, and no one knew what they were truly capable of. Until they reached the saint level, they should avoid direct confrontations with the Han clan, especially Xiao Yan, who possessed the ancient divine Tu Shi Jade that the Han clan was surely after. Xiao Yan understood this well. He knew the Han clan would never let him go, not because of hate alone, but because of their ambitions. Yet he had no intention of backing down, even if his enemies were terrifyingly strong. 2 years had passed since he first entered the heavenly tomb, and now only 1 year remained before leaving. So he had to spend the remaining time training and strengthening himself. Then, Xiao Xian retrieved a scroll covered in flame symbols. It was the completed version of the flame mantra's final transformation technique. Inside was the final step to forming the clan tattoo. If Xiao Yan's bloodline was properly activated, he would be able to unleash the full power of the Xiao clan's mark. After so many years, this technique was finally in his hands. What will happen next? Will Xiao Yan master the clan tattoo? Let's find out in the next video. Please leave a like and comment below. Your support is needed more than ever. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel, and see you next time.